Group A of the Dominic Smith Electrical Senior Football Championship. The current standings: Gusserane have 3 wins out of 3. The Shelmaliers have 2 wins and a draw. The Sarsfields have a win, a draw and a loss. Eanna have 1 victory over St James's, and then both St James's and Bunclody have a point apiece. Billy, it's shaping up as though, like, obviously Gusserane and the Shells are looking fairly good in the group, and it's time to be getting moving for St James's and Bunclody, really.
Yeah, it's do or die weekend for those. So it's tight at the bottom, really. The 4 clubs are on, my own club, Sarsfields included. It's very tight, but the other 2 are dominant. You know, they are the best 2 teams in the group. Gusserane have been very impressive. Shells as good as always. I know they dropped 1 point, surprisingly, in the last round. But it's a big weekend for the bottom 4 teams, and a lot of the positions will be decided, I think, after this weekend.
Yeah, and they're playing each other, and the first game we're going to look at is Naomh versus the Sarsfields. No doubt you'll have hopes that the Sarsfields are going to get over the line, but your thoughts on the way the game will go?
I think, you know, Naomh have surprised a few people. You know, they've been close in all their games. They haven't been. People expected them not to be too interested in football, but there's a lot of talented footballers up there, and they are interested in playing. And I think this is going to be a tough game for our lads. To be honest with you, I'd settle for a draw right now. I'd take a draw, which would qualify our lads. But my own club haven't done too badly either. You know, they beat Bunclody the first round, played very well. Lost the second round. Gusserane, a better Gusserane team, better finishers on the day, and we lost a few players this year. Late in the day, we might say, a few players failed to commit, and it was a bit disappointing. So, but the lads have recovered well from Mikey Hanner and Brian have they had to have the lads going well, and I think it'll be a close game. It's a hard one to call. It actually, the draw might be, if it was I am a betting man, but a draw would be a good bet. Hard to separate both sides. I think both of them are similar and in similar positions.
Yeah, I saw this. Well, I've seen Naomh in a couple of matches, but in the first round against Gusserane, I thought they were very, very rusty.
Yeah.
But obviously they were much better against St James's. They got the win, their first win in senior football for a long time, 11 points to 9. And then the last day they were only within 3 points of the Shelmaliers. Like, you know, they have. I suppose they have really settled into senior football a little bit, I think.
Yeah, they're a talented bunch. You know, I remember a lot of them playing underage coming up, and I always said they will be a force jewel club in years to come, and that's coming through now. To be honest with you, I fear that they'll beat our lads the weekend. I think.
Yeah.
I think they're steadily progressing every game. Confidence is growing, and I think they might just pip it by a point or 2.
Yeah, I think it'll be a very close game, as Billy has said. I'd actually think maybe just the Sarsfields might get over the line. Just, you know, they've a little bit more experience in senior football. They might be able to just hold out the game and maybe keep themselves ahead of Naomh for most of it. So I'm going to go for a very narrow victory for the Sarsfields. I don't think it'll be that high scoring. So it'll be a 1-1 draw here on the panel. We look now, the 2 table toppers are the Shells and Gusserane, and they're both obviously going very well. The Shells had a little blip against Bunclody, Billy, but other than that, they have 2 wins on the board.
Yeah, they're an excellent team. You know, we know how good they're champions. They have loads of underage talent. They're not quite gelling fully. From talking to them, I haven't seen them play yet, but I'm talking to some of their lads involved with the club, and they're not happy with the way they're playing. But I mean, 5 points out of 6 and not happy with the way they're playing, I'd be very happy. But Gusserane, I think, probably one of the most underrated teams in the county, because they just keep producing results every year. They have excellent forwards. You know, most teams have 1 or 2 forwards who are their main men. Gusserane have 3 or 4 forwards, maybe 5 that can score, and Panther is still controlling them in midfield. And I just think they're playing with a kind of a confidence and a swagger at the moment, and I think they could put one over on Shells this weekend.
Yeah, I think it'll be a very tight game, and even the county final that they played a few years ago, like, the Shells won it, but it was a fairly tight
close,
game, and Gusserane were thereabouts. And they have played each other plenty of times over the last few years, and they have generally been close enough games. Yeah,
and I just think they're Gusserane are in a good place at the moment, and it might be the right time for them to beat Shelmaliers.
And I'm going to agree with Billy. I think Gusserane might just get over the line in this one, but again, I'd say a fairly tight game will be in store. And the final game, St James is against Bunclody. Now they're both at the bottom of the group on only a point apiece after their 3 games. So it's really, if they want to be in the top 4 to qualify, Billy, both of them really need to set a target of winning this game.
Yeah, difficult one to call again. We played St James last day, and they could count themselves unlucky not to win, and then we could count ourselves lucky because our lads finished strong. But big boost for them. I think Matthew Hanlon is back this week. They've had a lot of injuries. Darragh Lyons is a massive loss to him. Such a pivotal player, and playing so well for the county this year as well. Bunclody, the confidence gain from the last game, I think could stand to them. And they were poor in the first game against my own club, but again I think they're improving every day. Hard one to call again, but I think I just fancy Bunclody to nick this one.
And I'm going to make it 1-1. I think St James's might just get over the line. But again, both teams, they're obviously struggling a little bit. Bunclody, a very impressive result to get the draw against the Shelmaliers. St James has got the draw against the Sarsfields, but I think maybe just with everyone firing and everyone, I suppose, just putting their shoulder to the wheel, I think St James's might just get over the line.